I'm Heather Causey.
And I'm Stacy Taylor. And this is the top 10 tech updates in 10 minutes.
All right, here we go. The first one that we will be sharing with you today is Zoom updates. Take it away.
All right, the first Zoom update we want to remind you of is to remember to review the Zoom handbook. Since we have updated our account, since Zoom has been updated, there are some settings that you may want to review and check out. Of course, always reach out to your ITRT for additional support if you need it. The next really, really cool thing, y'all, that I'm super stoked about, because we have heard so many comments about this, y'all. Just last night, we found out that there is a Zoom update available for you because, look at the highlighted part, you will now be able to admit people that are sitting in the waiting room when you are in a breakout room. This is huge, people, huge. So make sure to refer back to the Zoom handbook on how to update your Zoom. All right, number 2.
Schoology. Why is it love? Because we love it. So Schoology, in our semester transition, we have some requests to try to make sure that it's as smooth as possible for our students. There are recorded videos that kind of go over, like if you're taking over a course or if you're transferring a course to another teacher, what might be some best practice. There's videos and documents for both of those in this presentation, as well as in your faculty courses. Also, if you're doing an end of semester course, these are those end of year courses in a 4x4. This is not end of year courses in that 4x4 setting. Everything in those will be archived on February 12th. And there's some support documents if this applies to you. Closing out that semester 1 in the 4x4 courses, there's some documents just to remind you of those base procedures that we do every time we end a course, but they're here for you as well. And just in case, guys, because let's all be honest, we have never done what's about to happen on the 29th. And if you're anxious at all about the fact that you had linked courses or you're transferring or anything that's making you nervous about this personally for your courses, please go ahead and just materials, and then copy your course content to your resources. Everything that you have created so far this year will be saved there. And then whatever they do with the PowerSchool and Schoology refresh and recreation to start semester 2 will be safe for you there. We also recommend that you go ahead and export your Schoology gradebook just to kind of have it in an Excel file in your drive. A Sheets file in your drive, so that you could, if you need it, refer back to that. Schoology obviously is our amazing LMS. We always want to grow and learn what we can do. So we've also included in this presentation some really cool reminders of, hey, if you're already doing this, maybe you want to do this with your kids. And here's some really quick and easy tutorials on how to do that. Number 3.
All right, number 3 is all about online instructional design. So we first want to give you guys a huge shout out to all the work that you have done this semester, putting forth effort into designing your courses and creating engaging lessons for your students. There's been some great accolades coming from the community related to the organizational structure and consistency throughout your courses. And this is the reason we do this, okay? Being organized and consistent across courses truly makes it easier on our students, our parents, and our learning coaches. So please keep that up as we enter into second semester. Don't forget to put your Zoom link at the very top of your courses. Also linked here in this key on this slide is the Online Instructional Design, or OID one-sheeter, for a quick refresher. And if you are new to OWL, we encourage you to join the course. The course code is right there on the screen so that you can kind of peruse and learn what we've been working on this first semester. Number 4.
Chromebook troubleshooting. So in our last few months of helping students and families with their Chromebooks, there seems to be 4 key things that we continually have to tell families how to do, and it fixes what they need so that they can again rejoin your class and get back to work. And those are clearing cache, how to update Chrome, how to reset Chrome, and power washing. The directions for all four of those things are super simple. So if it is faster for you to share this troubleshooting document with your students or for you to talk them through, please do so. Getting help at the point of struggle is always best practice so that our kids can get back to learning. Number 5.
It's all about Chromebook chargers. And you may have already heard about this one, but we do want to remind you guys that Atronica has created a purchasing site for our families to go to and purchase an additional charger or a replacement charger. It's a secure site, and the chargers will be shipped directly to the family's home. So you can encourage your students to go here. It's also located, the link to this is also located on our county website. Moving on to number 6.
So since we were talking about powering in, let's talk about Power School. So obviously we're dealing with grades right now. We just wanted to remind everybody where those grading handbooks were and to please go through and make sure that we're following those protocols and those expectations so this goes as smoothly as it can for everybody. Number 7.
All right, number 7 is all about your laptop, okay? So it's been quite a while since August or September, or maybe for some of you, June. You may be experiencing some weird glitchiness or slowness on your device. Maybe you've seen the Windows license will expire message that pops up on your screen. Well, if you're dealing with that, you need to make it a point to drive to the closest school, get connected to the network to do some much needed updates. And we actually encourage you to kind of schedule this once a month. You know, we've just recently had an instance where a teacher who had not been connected to the network since August or September, and it took the update about 2 hours. So if you have not been hooked up to our network since August or prior to that, expect to spend some time. So bring something to read or do while your computer gets updated. All right, number 8. Dun, 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 dun.
So sad. Flash, may it rest in peace, is no longer available for our use. Now, this may only affect you if you're using games or sites that are kind of outdated now using Flash. But if you find that in your, instructional processes, you're sending people to sites that are acting up and you're like, what's going on? This has worked for years. This died, I think it was January January 12th of this year.
January 12th.
And yeah, so that's why, and just there's nothing we can do about that. We just might have to switch to some other places to get those activities or those resources. Number 9, we're so close.
We're so close. Okay, number 9. So just a friendly reminder that we pay for some pretty amazing applications. We video Edpuzzle, Seesaw, Literacy Footprints. The last 2 are for our elementary setting, but the first 2 we video and Edpuzzle are for everyone. So we do want to remind you that these are some great tools. Specifically, we video and Edpuzzle. We encourage you to use them in our quest to keep our kids engaged. These are just 2 of the tools that we think can help do that. Keep in mind that if we don't use it, we lose it. And I don't know if you know this, but every time you click on an application in ClassLink, it captures our clickage or our usage of that application. And so I encourage you to use ClassLink to access these applications, because we want the county to know that we are using these applications. If you are a person that has bookmarked these applications, or maybe you open a new tab and simply type in edpuzzle.com, go back to clicking it in ClassLink so it can capture our usage, and we're more likely to be able to keep these applications in the future. Okay? All right, moving on to number 10.
The HGPS approval portal, also located in ClassLink. Hello. So the reason this site is so incredibly important is it protects us by making sure that the sites and things that we're using for our students are the best instructional tool we can do. Also, that they are following any legal requirements that you need to protect yourself and obviously to protect our students. So making sure that you use that approval portal. If you've got a new tool that you're interested in, click on that application status chart and type it in and see where we are in the process. If you don't see that tool at all, please go ahead and fill out that application to, are we allowed to use this? What do the curriculum and instruction people think about it? What does legal think about it? Do we have a data sharing agreement for them so that kids can actually have accounts? All of those things help keep us all safe and make sure that our students' data and privacy are the forefront of what we do in our teaching.
All right, that wraps up our top 10 tech updates in 10 minutes. Maybe, kind of, sort of. All right, have a good afternoon, folks.
Appreciate you.